So I'm just on my way home from work, and it's sunny and warm and lovely, and I got loads of messages and stuff from my pupils today because it's one of the last times I'll see them, and I figured it's time to get a new toothbrush, because when you leave your toothbrush in England it's always time to buy a new toothbrush. There's a tram. So yeah, and yeah, so that's my day. She's really getting into that tambourine. I see thunder clouds next to the sun. Could be a storm. Oh, I forgot to show you this. This is a present from English Club, and they've all written a little note inside, which is really nice, really cute. Cute. It's 6:10, and I don't know whether to sleep or to vlog, or I just don't know. I just don't know. I bought these. What am I on about? I bought these. I got these given. So now my clothes aren't on the well, they're still on the floor. I lie. I don't know what your problem is with my awesome trousers. I wear these out in the street in Portugal. Whoops, on the floor. Sorry. So yeah, I really have nothing to say except for these scales. Whoa, that's definitely not what I weigh. That's far too low. Okay, let me show you my shower. A bit dark. Darkness. Whew. Yeah, that is a shower and a half. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna chill. The dress is getting a little bit tight now because I've eaten too much, and I'll probably sit and read more about Imogen and her little affair. So yeah, goodbye. And celebration time. I finally reached my 100 subscribers. Yay! I think I've got 102 now, which is good. The number of views I get is decreasing, but the main thing is there's a certain number of you that always comment, always watch, always like, and I love you for it. It's really fun. I do these videos just because I know you're going to reply, and it's nice. It's like a little family. It's the Miss Lynn's Kaye family, and you're all a part of it. So yeah, it's who cares about views and subscribers? Me. Do you know what? I'm loving this new song, that, you know, Beat of My Drum by Nicola Roberts. Like, okay, she might not be the best singer or whatever, but this song's well good. Like, one of my magazines said it was like a Game Boy with the cheerleader on top, but it's wicked. I love it. Proper listening to it all the time. This is a video quest for Jazer1212 that I'm finally getting around to. He's given me a list of 10 very interesting questions, and I'm going to try and answer them for you. So the first question is, if you suddenly grew to be 30,000 feet tall, explain how you might accidentally step on some people and what they'd see last when they looked up, and how you noticed that you stepped on them. I mean, of course, it would be accidentally. I wouldn't go out of my way to step on someone if they were very tiny. I would try and dance around them, but yeah. And I guess this is the last thing they'd see if I stepped on them. They would see my bare foot. And the last bit, I guess I would feel them squish. I guess you generally notice when you stand on somebody. Number 2, what people you'd purposely want to step on and how you'd step on them with your giant bare foot. I would want to step on all the nasty people of this world. I wouldn't really. You know, there's no one really I would squish except for this guy. 3. Would you stomp on them completely flat into your giant footprint or grind them into the sole of your giant bare foot? If you're gonna kill someone by using your foot, you've got to make sure it's a good job. But at the same time, I wouldn't want the residue of the person in my foot. You know what I mean? So you've got to have a good job, but you know, not rub it into the foot. 4. Would you leave giant footprints everywhere, and why? And what would be smushed inside of those footprints, and why? I mean, I've got big feet anyway. I'm like a size 7.5, and I've got wide feet. So would I leave footprints everywhere? I guess sometimes you have no choice. If you're walking around barefoot in the sand, then that's a footprint left. And smushed inside those footprints, whatever I last stepped on, which is probably dead people, apparently. What is this? Number 5, what part of your foot would you use to squash them under, and why? And explain what would be fun about stepping on them barefooted. You see, you've got the ball of your foot, which is quite effective for squishing, and the heel is quite, you know, you can get a bit of swizzle on heel, can't you? But I'd have to go with the ball of the foot, because, you know, there's a good patch there that I could use. And, fun? I guess you could feel exactly, this is so weird. 6. How many people could you get in one stomp, and explain what type of bug they'd remind you of stepping on, and why and how you'd step on that type of bug? Well, I mean, if I was 30,000 foot tall, that would make me pretty big, but would my feet be, you know, in proportion? You know, I would say 3 people at least, but in one go. And if I enjoyed it, then it'd be like stepping on a cockroach, yeah, and killing it, and that would be a good thing. But if I liked them, it could be like, you know, when you accidentally step on something that you don't mean to step on, like, you know, when you hear when you step on a snail and it's like, ooh, it crunched. 7. Would your giant bare foot cover the entire puny bodies, and why? Also, would you high or low stomp them, and why? 8. When would you say this? I'm gonna step on you with my giant bare foot and squash you like a bug into the sole of my bare foot and feel you squish completely flat. When would I say it? I guess when I was about to step on somebody with my giant bare foot and squash them into like a bug into the sole of my bare foot, and, you know, feel them squish completely flat. That would be the main time that I guess I would use that phrase. I don't know if I'd use it word for word, but, you know, it's definitely one of the times that I would use it. Yeah. And 9. Also explain how you'd step on me with your giant bare foot if you were really mad at me, and what part of your foot I'd stick to, and why. I mean, I don't know you personally, but having read these questions, you know, you are one of these people I would like to squash with my big giant bare foot. I would probably use the ball of the foot first, just to get you down under, and then dig the heel in, swizzle it a bit. No, I'm joking, these questions are quite funny, like pretty random, but it's something to do. And 10. Also demonstrate how you step on those tiny enemies with your giant bare foot.
I just answered some questions for Jazer1212 or 1212. I will link that somewhere below my nose. I was right. It's just started thundering like mega, like it's leaking in the house.